my bed last night. So Sam said that the farther north we get, the more we would see corn, and of course from Wisconsin we're used to seeing that. But what you're not used to seeing is where it grows here, man. They just put it everywhere.
ba nguồn là nhưng mà ông ngồi không đi tè rất nhiều. Thì có như thế. So, day 2 on the bikes. Last night's homestay was rustic, to say the least, but absolutely adequate. My tummy was still funny. She made a great bunch of food, way too much, so we actually ate it for breakfast as well. We've been going through, as you can imagine, some stunning scenery. This spot is a pit stop. The bathroom's over there, and something about a king's palace. So I'm sure Sam will guide me through that in a few minutes. There's a few stalls here, people selling stuff, some kids hanging out. Yeah, just a tiny little village, I think is how you would describe it.
So we are up at this massive viewpoint, and I hear this tinkling of bells and stuff. I glance over, and just down here, local cows feeding, bells ringing.
So that's all corn growing in every nook and cranny there of the hillside. And over there, that higher field is rice growing in a paddy field, probably tilled by the water buffalo we've just seen. And that's almost certainly corn growing farther up on the hillside.
We're still at that same vista, and I'm looking in, God, I don't even know which way is north or south, but I'm looking down the valley on this side of the viewpoint. And if I'm understanding the signs correctly, this little stream right here, as it comes towards this point, it dips into a cave and travels underneath this whole point area and pops out the other side as a different stream, maybe. But wow. And here's that stream down in the bottom of the screen there from the other side of the valley that we're now headed down, and it does disappear into a cave down there and comes out the other side. How freaking cool is that? What they do is they make the wine, and then they put whatever fruit or root inside it, and then that changes the flavor of the wine. I'm pretty sure this one is ginger. Yeah, I can't quite tell what this one is. Comes up to a deep red color though. These are all wines. Not sure what this one is. Just an incredible view down into the valley. So many different shades of green. And if you look closely down at the bottom there, there's a lake down there as well. How pretty is that? That's probably my favorite view so far. We're making our way over to a viewpoint way up and over there. You can see the path. Sam's up in front of me. Another point I talked about earlier a couple of times is corn. They grow it everywhere between the rocks. I read somewhere that in some places, in order to maximize the corn, they will actually bring baskets full of soil and tip it into the rock space right there, just enough to get that root solid and to grow again. And you can see this is the best example where I've been up close where they've done that. But corn is just growing in every little nook and cranny, hanging onto the hillside. I couldn't even say it's a field. It's not a field, it's a rock face. Yeah, wild.
I think this ranks as one of my favorite stops actually. This is the place behind me where people go out onto the rock over here somewhere. Where is it? It would be, I don't know, oh yeah, over this way, that rock I think right there. But there's a lot of people up there and it's hard to get around them. But what's really cool, I'm sitting on like a spine, standing on a spine here, and as I scooch around this way, as I showed you before, you get the view that way. If I swing 360 around the other way, there's the view in the other direction with the lake in the bottom here. Yeah, just this is a really, really cool place.
So they've stuck a piece of bamboo in and then they've run fishing line across. That keeps it straight right to left. It's a dry wall, but it is sitting on a bed of muck right there. And they just keep it going. The line goes across and they follow the line. The guy claims it's going to be a house sit right here. Whether that is true or not, or just a misunderstanding, is hard to know. But that's hard to do. A dry wall like that is very hard to do. There are so many things in this vista to show you. It gets a bit sloppy, but here you go. First thing to notice is those folks over there tending to their goats. And I come across to the lake. Sam says we're going to be on that lake tomorrow. Look at those high cliffs between them. The light right now is spectacular. And this first pathway right there continues on down. You can see that S right there. That's just another zigzag in the path. And across the other side, how stunning is that? Not too shabby. Not too shabby. I guess there's a view of the mountain. Up, 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 up. Well, here we go, dinner tonight. This one's beef. This one's goat. Apparently every part of the goat. This arrived first, extremely tough. This arrived second, Sam said tougher than the first. We might just be eating white rice tonight. There goes nothing.
If you like what you have seen, stick around with Sam and I as we jump back on our bikes again. We hit the road on the Ha Giang Loop in northern Vietnam, where we take in a boat ride in a spectacular piece of scenery. But then the going gets rough as we hit a little bit of construction. And at the end of the day, our homestay was spectacular.